offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, there's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Griffin back into his end zone. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And all the way up to the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So we have reached halftime in our first Boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff.
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Griffin.
I'm going long, baby.
Left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads. Teams playing.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. RG3 ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 39, Minshew is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8. Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dwayne Smoot. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 4th down. Here's RG3 out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Trace McSorley, 47 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because
ready for this? Oh, the shit. Look at the blocks. Nobody was open. Now look at this guy. He's just like, oh, that hurts. And then he just got us. I gotta record this.